Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're going to look at some Galactic Empires booster packs, or expansion packs as they're called in here. This box is a little beat up, but it's still sealed, except for this shipping problem that happened probably 20 years ago. So we're going to open this up and look at a couple of boosters and see what we can pull out of these. And we're going to get right into this. So let's see what we've got here. As you can see, this is still sealed, so it's going to take me a second to get to the packs. Alrighty. There we go. We got some boosters in here. Just take a couple of these out and see what we got. Alright, so the box is beat up, but nothing's damaged inside. I got 3 packs here. It's Galactic Empires, the science fiction trading card game. This is Series 1 expansion packs. They did do, I believe, 5 of these. They did this one, then there was the Primary Edition, the Universe Edition, Time Gates, Persona, Piracy, and I think the other one was called Psychic Wars. The Psychic one and Time Gates are a little easier to come by. The Piracy and Persona are going to cost you pretty heavily to get them per pack. If you get lucky and find a box of these like I did, probably cost you minimum 20 bucks. If you find them less than that, snatch them up, because they're fairly hard to find now. Usually you can find the starter decks cheaper, and they're a lot more readily available. You can usually get a starter for between 5 and 10 bucks. But the boosters, that's where it's going to cost you. So let's look at 3 of these, like usual, and see what we got. Sorry about the reflectiveness of these. I didn't package them. These are from Companion Games out of New York. I believe it's actually a Belgian game. I'm not 100% sure. But, alright, much like the original basic starter decks, these cards are very thin and kind of cheaply made. They got better as the game went on, though. We got a Vorn Ringed Gas Giant. We got a Surprise Attack. We got a Communications Officer. We've got a Moon. We've got a Planet Gouge. An Argonian Blizzard Destroyer. And here we've got an Engineer. And then a Shuttlecraft, a Forced Retreat, and a Transporter. So these are from 1994. Each of these expansions has 10 cards in it. So you get a pretty decent value. As I recall, these went for about $2 or $3 a pack. About the same cost as the Magic cards. But the Magic cards were a little higher quality, I'm not going to lie. I do remember liking this game, but I never played it that much. It had a loyal following, but I always had trouble finding people that wanted to play when I was available. Alright, we got a Breakdown. We've got a Tractor Beam. We have a Fleet Freighter. We have a Probe. Sorry, I gotta be careful. These tend to stick together a little bit. We've got a Baruch's Comet, a Kreebiz Light Capsule, a Space Station, a Deflection Transfer Device, a Forced Retreat, and a Bolar Light Pirate Raider. You'll notice some of these are a little off center, especially with like this card. It's not centered quite right when they cut it. That tends to happen with some of these older games, whereas like this card looks fine. So just be aware of that. Some people are real particular about that. I'm not that OCD, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see what's in our 3rd pack here. There were some German cards printed. They're fairly easy to come by these days, but a lot of people can't read German, so I don't know how well that would work out for you if you find those. Alright, our last pack, we've got a Vorn Ringed Gas Giant. We've got a Surprise Attack. We've got a Communications Officer. We've got a moon. We've got a Kreebiz medium capsule. A large asteroid. And a engineer. A shuttlecraft. We've got forced retreat. And lastly, we have transporter. So these cards I would definitely put in sleeves to protect them because they are a little thinner. Like I said, I like this game. A lot of people don't, but I haven't played it in 20 years. But yeah, these early cards definitely need protectors more than the others because they are very thin. They're a little more cheaply made. I've seen worse. That Battlelords game we looked at, those cards all stuck together. These stick a little bit, but that's, I think, more from age and condition as opposed to quality. You're going to have that with a lot of cards, honestly, but these aren't. These are kind of cheaply made, but they got better with the other expansions. So I would definitely put them in protectors. It's worth checking out, I think. Galactic Empires is one of those games that's been around a long time, and it really set a lot of precedent because it was an early science fiction game and tried to replicate sort of that sci-fi Star Trek feel. So if you get a chance to check it out, that's what's in the boosters for Series 1 expansion. I don't know why they're called expansion packs, but I don't think the word booster existed yet. So that's what we've got inside the box of the Galactic Empires booster packs. So hopefully we can open some more at another time. In the meantime, that'll do it for this episode because that's what's inside the Galactic Empires shiny reflective booster packs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.